I did not know that Shib was on Weeble. I didn't know they added that shit. Apparently they did. Or at least it shows up in the buy order when you go to the screen for it. Oh no. It appears you can buy it. That's crazy. If y'all don't know about Shib, I don't know where you been. This was one of the main cryptos I invested in earlier in the year instead of Doge, because I missed the boat on Doge before it was when it was fractions of a penny. This is another one of those where it just makes zero sense to not nab $50 or $100 worth. $50 worth of this is like 6-7 million Shib, and if that gets to 25 cents, that's like $2 million. So it may take a year or two or more to get there, but I mean, 50, $100, whatever. If you got more to put in it to possibly be a millionaire in a couple of years, that's absolutely silly. And to be like, oh, it's not going to happen. That's what they said about Bitcoin. That's what they said about Doge. What they said about Ethereum. What they said about absolutely everything. And these are the hard ones to get a hold of. You actually have to know how to access a DEX to find all of these other fraction of a penny cryptos. But Shiba is actually very quickly, within less than a year, developed their own DEX. It has utilization. It's There is a place for Shib, and there are already places taking Shib as payment already. Um, so if you don't know about Shib, you're not invested in Shib, you'd be an absolute fucking fool to not grab some of this. It just got listed on like Coinbase, Binance, some other things. I had no idea it was on Webull. Robinhood still lagging behind. I remember I emailed them back in March or April, April I think. A bunch of people did put a petition together trying to get it on Robinhood, and they never put it on there. But this is just, it had a huge run up. I think I had like $700 that turned into like $3 grand or something, but then it all disappeared because fuck bubble Vitalik Buterin donated a shitload of it, over like half of what was in the actual liquidity pool, to India for COVID shit, which whatever. You already know my take on COVID, it's whatever. Uh, But yeah, and then they just started spending and spending and spending. We had some whales come in and jump out and just use the news to make a quick mill or whatever they did. I don't know, but fucked it up. It's been sitting like this for a while. But now that a lot of people have access to it, you would be an absolute fool to not get a hold of some of this just because, like I said, $50 is like 6-7 million. If that gets to $1, that's $7 million for you. So it's just silly to not get in on this. Very underrated. Not Now it's finally starting to catch traction. I mean, it's had quite a bit this year. It is, nicknamed the Dogecoin killer. Whatever, get the fuck over it. And people crying in Doge, why are you competing with Doge? They're cryptos. All right, that's bottom line. When one of them like this comes along, actually has a DEX, which Doge doesn't even have yet. They haven't even, because it was such a joke coin, and this was not developed to be a joke coin. This was developed to be a utilization coin, um, and it's about a year old now. This is actually, I think more people will probably end up adopting Shib before Doge becomes a real thing. Yeah, it's got a good utilization presence because of how many people are in it and all the shit that's swirling around it. But as far as Doge goes, it's still a big work in progress, because it didn't start out being something real. It was a joke. I used to be invested in Doge. I was. And then I got out when Shib came out because I missed the fraction of a penny shit in Doge, and then this shit came out, and I was already on DEXs and was able to get a hold of some, and then Crypto.com listed it early in the year, and yeah, I was on it. So it would be silly to not nab this up. It may not do anything right now with all the crypto craziness going on everywhere. I'm not saying it's gonna fucking blow up today or tomorrow or any of that shit, but it's, again, it makes no sense with what's happened with many cryptos. This one is light years ahead of a lot of them. A lot of them are just horse shit pump and dump schemes. This has already proven itself to not be that. Um, so if you are not in Shib, I suggest you get your shib together and fucking grab you some. Just for real. Trust me on that. You'll be thanking me at least in 2 years. At least, if that's how long it takes to get where I'm pretty sure it will end up going. Provided there is no big gigantic crypto fucking crush and regulation that screws everything up. But I mean, I have crypto on foreign exchanges, so they can kiss my ass. I'm protected from whatever regulations go anywhere. I don't give a shit. I've got a little bit of everything anywhere that I can access it if the United States tries to pull some sneaky shit. So, yeah, get it. Get it before it fucking definitely. I mean, anything could happen now. Now that it's listed on very large exchanges, people are going to start learning more about it, hearing more about it, knowing that it's a legitimate coin with a actual development team. And like I said, there's already places taking it as payment. So that's what you want to see. And not saying it's not going to get knocked back down to low levels or anything, but this is about as low as it's been in a long time with the recent little crash here that we had with crypto. And it's recovering very, very nicely. So get some while you can. That's all I can say is just you don't want to be the motherfucker that had an opportunity to grab a crypto like this. You don't. If you missed Bitcoin, if you missed Dogecoin, this is an opportunity here. An opportunity knocking on your fucking door for crypto. So I'm not telling you, dude. I'm not telling you to go spend fucking 10 grand on crypto. It is still crypto. It can still fucking drop. It can all that shit. It may be a while. Don't fucking go out and blow all your money on crypto. I've been invested in this all year, and there was people thinking this was gonna blow up by summer, and just be realistic. Crypto is something you buy and you just fucking hold. You just buy it, hold it, forget about it. Let it sit. Forget you even have it until one day in the news you see like, oh my god, Shib's worth fucking $1. And you're like, oh my god, I'm a millionaire. Let me go check my shit. Forget it. Anyway, let's see what happened in the aftermarket everywhere. SDC looking pretty. I hope it stays that way. Doesn't get killed. AMC, we already know the story. Let me see what Bitcoin's doing. Did you recover? And not really, but you did go up, but not as, you went up about where I thought you would, back up to 48, but not quite as high as I anticipated. But it may be getting ready to make that move. I don't know if it's going to do another half, and then another half, and then another fucking tank, or another jolt up. We'll see. We'll keep our eyes on that. See what they did to OPAD. Not too bad. And then there's your trap. God, I wish if you knew, I would be so fucking rich just off like shit like this. Like, did I not tell you this was a trap in my, I think, first video that I put out today, that this was a trap? 100% a trap, because of what they did with the options chain with today and tomorrow. These brand new options that expire in 2 days that go up to 60. It just happened to hit 60 in the pre-market, and this was a fucking trap. But if you pay attention to things and you see these things and you keep an eye on options and you know your enemy, you know what they're going to do. I mean, I said it in my video. I bet they're going to try to make this thing run up close to 50, suck a bunch of people into these fucking contracts, which they did. They most certainly did. It's got the highest volume of any other contract. And then right towards the end of the day, kick it down, and then in the after hours, kick it down. Now, maybe it does blow up in pre-market. Who knows? Maybe this was them getting out of this. They're like, nope, we're not going to get caught by retail. Expand the options chain for Friday, make it 60, and we're going to unload. We're going to close all our positions and push this bitch up to 70, 80, $100 and be done with it. And make a bunch of money on the calls that they bought for themselves, that they wrote themselves. So We'll see. But it did look very much like a trap, and I called it. And it did what I anticipated it doing, so I would assume that this is either going to remain stagnant because every $60 contract at this price that was purchased yesterday is dead. 100% dead in the water. Theta decay, the day of, and you need a 100% gain in the price to get to that strike. The odds of that are basically zero, and you're done. It's gonna take a miracle. That was just been what I tell you about fucking Big Five when it was showed up on that bullshit uh, list as the top short fucking stock. I told you this, you could make money in it if you were, quick. Maybe they'd let it run up into the 30s somewhere when I was talking about this, but you needed to fucking be in and be out. Be in and be out because this was going to happen. This was another trap. Make you think, oh yeah, it's a squeeze and it's going, it's blowing up. All that symmetrical shit needs to make you very wary that that is a trap. This is controlled. This is them setting up a position intentionally to steal premium and fucking just kick you in the dick. And that's exactly what this did. I mean, I see these traps, y'all. I see them when they lay them. That's why I try to warn you. Try to let you know, be careful with certain things. I'm never going to tell you don't invest because there are opportunities to make money. You can win with them. This is what I mean. This is what I talk about. If you know what they're doing, you understand what they're doing, you can win with them, with the shit they're doing to steal from you. They're winning right here. Taking your money, you can win with them and then get the fuck out before anything bad happens. Trying to run this down because I know it's late. Oh, Jesus. Wow, I didn't know it was that late. Damn. Yeah, I did not know it was that late. I don't know what they're going to do with my baby catapult. I really wanted to get in at a 5, somewhere in the 5s again. I maybe should have got in around 6. I don't know what they're going to do. This thing might make another fucking jet towards 750 here. I don't know. We'll see. That after hours bullshit, but still that held strong the other day in the morning. That's, man, that was my perfect entry. Whackness. Yeah, fucking whack. That's alright. That's okay. Let's see how bad they killed BBIG. Yeah, about what I thought. That's alright. This thing's still tracking fucking what I said last week that just didn't happen last week. It would go back down in the 7s, 8s before it makes another run up to 12 or whatever. So I don't think I'm going to close any positions on this. If it continues to drop and goes down into the 7s again, I'll probably just open a new position in the 7s. And I feel like at least by next week it'll start having, hopefully it's $12 runs and shit again. Or at least break up to, into the 10, 11 range like it was playing around with last week. That would be nice. Let's see what a firm's doing. I haven't checked on that. Sure, I went back up to 120. Yeah, see, this is one to keep an eye on, but it got away from me, got a little pricey. Making his move back up. That's a pretty good day. You can't be mad at that. That's a good day. This little bastard finally got a fucking options chain, and I didn't even realize it, but that was another fucking trap. This was another trap. Open an options chain. As soon as motherfuckers start pouring into the options, boom. Kill it. Kill it. I didn't realize it happened, but this is one to keep an eye on. Options ain't fucking cheap in it, but, it is heavily shorted, super heavily shorted stock, but, I want to see it go over $20. Look at that. Just set people up. Straight set them up. Open an options chain on it this week and just set them the fuck up. So much premium in their pockets. So you gotta be careful. That's also why I don't fuck with shit that don't have options chains. That is also why I do not. And the moment they get them, I know it's like, get the hell out. If y'all are enjoying this one, because this one still doesn't have an options chain, Be careful, do your thing. They really don't fuck with this type of shit. If you don't have an options chain, there's not a huge opportunity for them to make money with a tiny stock like this by screwing anyone out of a dollar. But still, it takes a lot of people buying millions of shares to really see any significant movement in this. And again, you can only buy stock. So, but if you got in at a dollar and whatever you bought, if you got $500 worth at a dollar, you've made almost 500 in a week. So, I mean, that's not nothing to sneeze at. You're better than me so far this week. That's for sure. So, fucking, this just ain't my thing. This is not my bag. And again, I mean, you could lose it very quickly too. I mean, you just can. Just in a day, it went up about 50 cents in a day. Not quite, but just call it 50. So, I mean, if you put 100 in, you made 150, but you could also in a day very easily lose that. This shit here in a day, that doesn't even look right. 93, 130, so 60 cents. Again, yeah, I don't like these things, but still, 60 cents in a day could be gone. It's still big risk. You think, oh, it's a small stock. What's it gonna do? Well, you put 1,000 in now at almost $2, and it does get significantly shorted again down to $1. You just lost $500, really, really quick. So, plays without options just aren't for me. But if they're your thing and you like them, do your thing. That's cool. And I guess nobody that was in SPRT when it had the merger was holding shares and is able to let me know how that affected your shares. If they just gave you the same value but less shares, or if you're fucking still had the same amount of shares and it went up double in price. I'm really curious about that, but I guess I'll have to fish somewhere else for it. Yeah, I think it was just funny. Trey's video today. Again, man, that dude just be mimicking me a lot lately. A whole lot. Finally realizing again that his TA doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's no use for it. He's just mad at himself because he's out here lying to you guys, and I don't get it. Finding out that he's been in it since July, which I figured he had. Telling his story that he had 10 grand in it, watched it run up to 40, took away the buy button, still had the sell button, could have sold, but he didn't, held on to it. Shit fell down under his initial fucking investment, under 10 grand. That's why I said I can't be mad at him for June 2nd. I just don't like the way he went about shit. I don't like the way he made all of us believe there was a bunch more coming. There's a bunch more coming. Oh, it's coming this month. This ain't shit. What you're seeing now ain't nothing. This is coming. After he experienced what he experienced. After he went through that. He went through watching 10 turn to 40 and then losing it all. And then instead, because you already heard me, I went through it once too. I went through it in June. Damn near the same thing, except my investment wasn't 10 grand. If I had 10 grand, I would have been a millionaire and I'd have been out this bitch. But, he was brand new to the market, didn't understand options, didn't know how to play the game really. That's what got him into it was AMC, and he just started trading based off that. He didn't know a fucking thing about options. He would have been a millionaire then, and he would have got out in January, I'm sure. But it happened to me, and I made it my mission to make sure it didn't happen to anyone else, not anyone that, at least listens to me. That was my mission. I'm not about to let any of these fucks do this to anyone else. He should have been very clear and been like, man, back, even on the day it ran up, or when it ran back up, when it dropped the same day and ran back up to the 60s, he should have been like, look, you guys need to take your profits. Take them. This fucking happened in January to me. I lost all of my shit. Even less than my initial investment is where I was sitting. You guys need to take your fucking money and wait and see what they're going to do. Because now everyone's saying that. Now all of them are like, make sure you take your profits and take your money. No one's fucking got any anymore. Like, no one. There ain't nothing but rich people in AMC now, or people that have, play money or substantial amounts of money that aren't going to affect their life if they, like, I mean, they may affect your life in a negative way if you lose it all, but it's not going to, like, kill you. You're not going to be in the street. Um, it's just fucking, he had an obligation to new investors and people new to AMC to forewarn them about that situation, about what happened to him. He had an obligation to tell people, look, man, this blah, blah, blah happened before. I mean, the day he saw it go up and cut down to fucking 30 something in minutes, pretty much, well, throughout the day, and then it ran back up, that motherfucker should have immediately made a video saying, hey, guys, take your fucking money. I'm telling you now, just take your money. This is exactly what it did in January. It went up, went down, it went up, it went down, it went up, and then it fucking went down again. It didn't go any higher than this. Just take your money, sit on the sideline, and wait and see what they're going to do. And he didn't. And it, you know, unfortunately for him, he still got to play around with it when it was really cheap and still become a millionaire off of it. Um, But yeah, again, it's just funny. He's like, his videos just start to echo pretty much everything I said today. A lot of what I said today. His video echoed all of it. Um, anyway, you guys know what's up. Be safe out there, be smart, invest intelligently, and I'm obviously probably not going to have a pre-market video because I didn't realize it was this damn late. Um, yeah, maybe not. We'll see what happens, but be ready for tomorrow. Be ready. I'm out.